Bye-bye, tuxedo. It's fun wearing a tuxedo every once in a while. It's kind of fun to do that. I don't think I want to wear it more than once every couple of years, though. Okay. Sitting here in the bathroom. I'm gonna turn my radio off. Turn Ben's iPad down a little bit. So we're on potty patrol. Huh, Ben?
Yeah.
You going potty?
Yeah.
Did you go poop yet?
I'm waiting for my poop.
Okay. We're on potty patrol, which basically means I'm hanging out in the bathroom here with Ben. Got Charlotte here, is also hanging out. Yeah, what a, you go from being in a wedding and having all kinds of fun with your friends, and now you're back to potty party. So at some point today, we have to go shopping because I am out of...
I want to go shopping.
You want to go shopping?
Yeah.
Okay, well the sooner you go potty, the sooner you go poop, the sooner we can go shopping, okay?
I get first.
Okay, the sooner... We're gonna go shopping today because I need more no sugar, no grains staple foods. I'm running out of my normal foods. Okay, let's see what kind of no sugar, no grain options are available from here today. Can't eat any of this stuff. Ben can though. Did you just wake up from your nap? Lots of vegetables. The Pinot is really good. This Pinot Grigio white salami, whatever, is amazing. And these are horrible, but have no sugar. Oh, that one's busted. That one's missing. Freezing my ass off. It's really cold in there. The aisle of things I can't eat. The Aldi grains. Alright, fun little project here. Got my soldering iron heating up. I want to make a backyard antenna for my shortwave radio. So I'm going to use this 18 gauge speaker wire. I'm going to split the ends right down the middle, and basically I'm going to solder this mono jack, which is the same plug that the radio uses. All right, here's my non-scientific test to see how we did with the with this antenna. I've got a Texsun PL660 here. I am going to start a scan for shortwave frequencies. So let's switch over to shortwave and let's start a scan. So we found about 8 stations, not that great. Let's connect the antenna and see how we did.
1 minute. 4 minute back.
All right, now with the antenna installed, let's see how the scanning does. How did we do?
A father watching or a mother watching?
That's pretty clear.
And the kid.
How did we get? Whoa. Wow, it topped out. So it actually topped out, it hit the 99 mark and then had to flip. So we had 9 before with the stock antenna, 100 with the 25 foot, actually more like 40 something feet antenna. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to get on here and try and find some number stations. So one of the fascinating things about shortwave is number stations. And I didn't really go into much detail on them, but a number station is basically a throwback to clandestine operations, and people fantasize about what do they really mean, what are they for, and basically what it is periodically throughout some kind of given time period, a voice would come on the air, say a series of numbers. Usually it would start with some kind of like pan flute whistle or slide whistle noise or something like that, and then a female voice, usually female, would say a series of numbers. No one really knows what those numbers mean because they are supposed to match to some kind of clandestine handbook of a spy or whatever that can use a simple shortwave radio to receive these coded transmissions. Well, kind of along that same venue, there's something called UVB 76. It's a Russian, well, what we know now to be a Russian station. And I'll show you what I'll tell you what it sounds like. I'll post the link to this wideband web SDR, software defined radios SDR. You can use this to actually tune into different frequencies. Okay, that station is affectionately known as the buzzer. It exists at 4625, and depending on your geographic location, you can hear that noise. Over and over. People used to hypothetically believe that it could be like a dead man switch, some kind of way that the Russian government was stopping, like if that signal ever stopped, then it would fire the nuclear missiles or whatever. Well, it turns out that it has changed. It's changed tone and structure, and people spend their entire lives almost recording this and listening to it live, one-to-one, and figure, like there's all kinds of YouTube videos of like women scream on UVB 76 and all kinds of different stuff. And I guess in about, there's links, I'll post some links, you can go read it yourself. And remember, I'm very skeptical when it comes to this kind of stuff, but there's evidence that shows that through RF triangulation, they determined that the location of the buzzer was less than 20 miles outside of Moscow in a small town. And sometime around 2010, it was moved by the Russian military, something along those lines. So I've got my new antenna here with my nice little long wire. I pulled up the web SDR to just kind of see if it was still humming or whatever. Then I turned this on. Now listen. So what you're hearing is you got some bleed over of a human voice, and that only comes through when I pick up the unit, so largely that could be done by me, my introduction into the system. But what you're hearing is a beep, and that beep is overpowering the broadcast of the UVB 76. So mysterious. Who wants to jam UVB 76 in the United States, in my area? Someone has a more stronger signal that's blocking the UV 76 signal. Interesting. Wonder what that's all about. Anyway, I find that interesting. You can use the web SDR yourself, and there are different SDRs available online that you can actually you can connect to geographically. So you can say like, okay, well, what's going on in Belize or whatever. Very, very cool stuff. Oh wait, okay, I got a text. Anyway, just thought that was interesting. The line here, very simple to make. You know, this is stereo wire. You can get this anywhere. And I bought a male plug, a mono plug, and just use one of these type of plastic clamps so I can clamp it into something, stretch it out really long. I've got it running to the end of my property here, and when we get the house done, I'm gonna put an even longer one on the roof, because this is only about 3 meters off the ground. If I can get it like 10 meters off the ground, you're gonna get really good propagation, But that's an antenna discussion for another date, so we're not gonna get into it. Anyway, I thought that was interesting, thought that was fun. If you're so inclined, you can go check out my other videos on the PL660. I'll try to curate them into a playlist, or you can just do a search for PL660 on my YouTube channel, and it'll come up with more information. Great radio. I have so much fun with shortwave, because it's kind of like a proper shortwave with single sideband like this. You can listen to ham bands, you can listen to NOAA, you can listen to air traffic, you can listen to AM, you can listen to FM, everything. Very cool. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today. Question of the day: are you familiar with the concept of number stations? Have you ever listened to them? And if not number stations, have you ever listened to pirate radio? Pirate radio is a very interesting political topic. Maybe one day I'll branch into that a bit and talk about my feelings on that. I am of two minds on the topic. At least two. Alright guys, take it easy, we'll talk to you tomorrow. End of the video, and this is what we call a trailer. It's where I ask you, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see my day-to-day vlogs, hit subscribe. And if you want, I've got a whole playlist with over 700 videos just talking about stuff that you just watched. So if you enjoy all of that, go check that out too. I really appreciate you coming. Comment below. I engage with everybody, and thanks a lot.